Gordon, why don't you go find some?
I tell you what, I'll make you a deal, Breton. You stop telling lies about me, I'll stop telling the truth about you.
Wall Street's Gordon Gekko is back on the big screen, but is Wall Street Money Never Sleeps a see it, rent it, or skip it? Kevin Carr joining us from, he's a movie critic, if you didn't know, from fatguysatthemovies.com, and he has the answer for you joining us this morning. Hello there.
Hello, how are you?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm doing great.
You were busy seeing movies this week.
That's right, I was.
So let's talk about the first one. Obviously, back in 1987 was the original Wall Street.
Yeah.
And it was a huge hit. It won an Oscar. It did really well.
Yeah.
How does this one compare?
Well, the first one was kind of like Oliver Stone's last normal film before he kind of went bonkers and did like JFK and Nixon and Natural Born Killers. So I think he's trying to kind of recapture that, but he still throws in all these weird directorial things and that sort of thing. He tries to extend the story of Gordon Gekko, but it's really more about Shia LaBeouf's character, who's another whiz kid on Wall Street and who's dating Gekko's daughter, played by Carey Mulligan, who was nominated last year. She did a lot of place in it.
Really?
Yeah. So it just doesn't quite work in the whole scheme of things.
No, of course, Michael Douglas is back. He's Gordon Gekko again. The actor, we all know, has been in treatment for stage 4 throat cancer. There are some reports that he's lost a lot of weight, but he seems to be still appearing at all of these premieres, and he's really been out there trying to promote this movie. How did he do?
He does great. And you know what? The sad part about it, he's only in about 20% of the movie. If it was Gordon Gekko for 90%,
you would say
I'd be there for the whole thing. He's great. He's a great character, and he always has been. So yeah, the unfortunate thing is there's not enough of him in there.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. How about any good lines from the movie that we'll be quoting this year? Obviously, the famous quote.
Greed is good.
Greed is good.
They throw that all over the place in this one, and they really don't have anything to come up with that. So yeah, no, it's
so not another Oscar winner.
No, it's one of those movies. I have to say, I'm going to say it's a skip it because they say money never sleeps, but if you go see this, you probably will.
Okay, skip it. I like it. All right, so next is an animated movie, The Legend of the Guardians, The Owls of Ga'Hoole. It's based on the children's book.
Yeah, right here. Here's an example.
Oh, you have it?
Yeah.
Okay. So is there really, though, enough of a storyline to make this successful for a full-length film?
Well, it is, and that's because it's several books. There's like a dozen books in the series, so it covers all of them. It's about these two warring factions of owls, and one enslaves the other, and it's directed by Zack Snyder, who did 300 and The Watchmen. He leaves the R rating behind and goes for the kids movie. It looks brilliant.
So adults are going to like this as much as the kids?
I think so. You can enjoy it. It's 90 minutes. You're in and you're out. It's in 3D. It looks great. And you've seen a lot of these storylines before, but they work. And it's a fun little film.
So see The Legend of the Guardians.
Yes, this one's a see it.
Okay, we've got barely any time left. Let's talk about the last one. It's a comedy with a very impressive female cast. You again. It stars Sigourney Weaver, Jamie Lee Curtis, Kristen Bell, Betty White is even in it. So we want to know, what do you think? Should we see it, skip it, rent it?
You know what, this one's, to me, it's a skip it, and the reason is because they stumble around. They don't know what they're doing. Betty White has some funny lines, but like Gordon Gekko, she's barely in the movie.
Yeah, it's true. And we've been seeing so many movies recently that's really just about the angst of high school girls, so there's really nothing new about it. A lot of the critics, including you, are saying lame, skip it.
Yeah, it tries to be a romantic comedy, but there's no romance, and it's just awkward.
All right, so let's sum this up really quickly. Wall Street, Money Never Sleeps, skip it. The Legend of the Guardians, see it, and you again, skip it. Kevin Carr, thanks so much.
Thank you.
Lisa, over to you.